Hi everybody, welcome back to Onikirimaru MTG. So today we are watching a video between UB Reanimator and the Epic Storm. So we can see on the left Reanimator, on the right Tess, the Epic Storm deck. Epic Storm is a deck that used the Storm mechanic, and he tries to place 10 spell in one turn and then kill you with Tendrils of Agony, which is a card that has make the opponent lose 2 lives and you gain 2 lives and have Storm. So it will be replicated for every spell that you played in that turn. So the Storm player took a mulligan to 6. And then he started with Undercity Sewers and he surveils. Sorry for the glare. As you know, the shop where we used to play has some strange spotlights. And the glare is only on the right because the cards on the left are pretty visible. So okay, second turn from the Storm player. Lotus Petal, Mox Opal, and Lion and Ice Diamond. So this turn he already played, okay, Dark Ritual. He had 3 black manas and Galvanic Relay. So you can reveal the top card of your library and then play until your next turn. And then has Storm, so he played 5 spells this turn, so he can reveal 5 cards. He revealed a Fetch Land, Gamble, Underground Sea, Beseech the Mirror, and another Fetch Land. So I'm the player on the left, so in the end of turn I cycle the Troll of Khazad-dûm and try to reanimate in my turn. So second turn I have a 6/5 creature. Hope is fast enough. Yeah, here the opponent, yeah, he played 5 spells, so he can reveal only 5 spells, 5 cards. So in my turn I reanimate Troll of Khazad-dûm and pass the turn. So in his turn, okay, another Lotus Petal, and he played the Fetch Land, and then he goes directly for Beseech the Mirror. Yeah, sorry for the spoiler. I thought he would play very fast, but he's thinking. He could play only Gamble and Beseech the Mirror. So he sacrificed the 2 Lotus Petal. And he also sacrificed the Mox Opal to bargain with the Beseech the Mirror. So in response I tap, no, I didn't tap, okay, Force of Will on Beseech the Mirror. In response he cracked the Fetch Land. Taking a Tiger. And he play Vase of Summer. So in this way his spells cannot be countered in this turn, and he also draw a card. So in response I play a Brainstorm, hoping to find another Force of Will. I did not. So the brainstorm is resolved. We are still with... I try to daze it just to let him have 1 mana less. So 2 mana instead of 3. Yeah, so he had 3 black mana and he used 1 for the dates. And then the Velo Summer resolves. He draws a card, which is Mox Opal, I think. So he bargains. He takes the Gaia's Will. So basically is the Yagmoth's Will of Legacy. So in this turn he can play spells from the graveyard. So he plays all the artifact with 0 mana. So LED, Lotus Petal, Mox Opal, Dark Ritual, and then he bargains again and goes for Tendrils of Agonis. He has already like 12 or 11 spells. Yeah. So it means that for this kind of deck, against this kind of deck, 1 Force of Will is not enough. You need to put more pressure and you need to have at least double protection. But in the end, I think Reanimator, the main deck of Reanimator is already fine against the Epic Storm, because he has 4 Force of Will, 3 Dazes, 3 Toxics, and then with the sideboard you also have the 3 Consigned to Memories. Okay, here we are with the second match. Both players shuffling the deck. The deck by the Stone player seems 80 cards, but they are 60. They have like triple sleeves. So looks like a commander deck. My first 7 cards are not that good. I have 1, 2, 3 fetch land, 1 brainstorm, the Archon of Cruelty, and 2 reanimate spell. So could be very slow to put back the Archon on top of the deck and then try to put it back in the graveyard. So I decided to take a mulligan, also because I didn't have neither Force of Will or Toxics. Also the opponent is doing the same. He's mulligan to 6. So for now both players are mulligan, taking a mulligan. Usually also Reanimator is kind of a combo deck, so he can also mulligan, taking mulligan to find the best starting hand. Yeah, this hand seems already better. I have Force of Will, Doughty Voidwalker, so I have some protection, some interaction, and also I own the play, so I can make my own choices from the beginning. So we are keeping 6 cards in hand, keeping a 6. Gamble. So Gamble allows you to take 1 card from the deck, add to your hand, and then you have to discard 1 card at random. So that's why it's called Gamble. So we don't know what he's taking. Maybe a protection, maybe a mana source, maybe something else. Okay, he chose his card. So he's shuffling. I chose to roll a die just to be more random. Okay, toxics. So later the player told me that with gamble he took the toxics because he wanted to see my hand and maybe remove a force of will or a protection. So I was lucky to to discard that card, exactly that card. So in the end of turn I cycle again the troll to take another land. Okay, underground sea and reanimate on troll. Because he didn't start with an explosive starting, so only land pass, land gamble, etc. So I chose to play the troll instead of the Dotty Voidwalker. And also with the force of will in my hand, I was sure to have more time. So now I play the Voidwalker and then pass. So it means that every card the opponent plays is removed with a void counter on it. And then I can sacrifice the creature and play that card without paying the mana cost. So now I'm dealing 9 damage. I play Entomb. Here I was undecided if take Atraxa or the Archon, because he had only 4 cards in his hand, and with Archon I could start discarding the cards, but I chose Atraxa so I can look for another force of will. So I reanimate. I lose other 7 lives. And I went to like 6 lives, 4 lives. Cannot see the dice. But I was sure that he cannot make 4 spells and kill me directly. So I think I didn't find the force of will, but I found a consign to memory, which is also good. You can stop the store mechanic. So I'm taking the Ponder, Brazen Borrower, and a land. And animate that. So 5 cards thanks to Atraxa. So the opponent has only 1 turn to win because he only has 5 lives. Yeah, 5 lives. So I have exactly 7 cards in my hand. So the opponent goes with Mox Opal. Chrome Mox. Chrome Mox imprinting, I think it's the Dark Ritual. No, it's a Veil of Summer. Veil of Summer. And he plays Dark Ritual now. He add in 3 black manas. And of course Dark Ritual is exiled by Dottie Voidwalker. Green mana and the black mana and Beseech the Mirror, bargaining the Mox Opal. So same plays as before. He play Beseech the Mirror, I play Force of Will. He still have the green mana. Actually, my mistake is I didn't ask which mana he used for the Beseech the Mirror, because Beseech the Mirror needs 3 black mana and 1 colorless mana. So I understood he used the 3 black mana and the green mana from the Chrome Mox to play it, so he cannot play Veil of Summer. But I didn't notice before, so usually when you play against the normal decks like Reanimator or I don't know, Stompy, you don't have to care about the color of the manas. But against Storm or this kind of decks, it's very important to check what mana the opponent is using, how many manas he had in pool, and etc. Because it's very crucial. Sometimes just 1 mana could make the difference from winning or losing the game. So Veil Summary resolves. And he draw a card with Veil of Summer. But the player draw the card that he wanted to bargain with Beseech the Mirror, which is the Song of Creation, which allows you to draw 2 cards for every spell you play. For every spell you play. But he drawn the card, so he's looking now for another card to search with Beseech the Mirror. So a bit of lucky in this situation. So he concedes because he cannot win this turn. So as usual, I have the Archon in my hand, in my 7 cards. So I took a mulligan to 6, and then I had again the Archon, so I put him on the bottom of the library. So the opponent starting with Gamble, Taiga Gamble. He took his cards. And again, I'm going to roll a dice to choose randomly the card to discard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So roll the dice. 6. So the first card, which is a Scalding Tarn. And again, I asked the player what card he took with Gamble, and he said Scalding Tarn. So I was really lucky. So in my turn, I play Toxics, and he has Brainstorm, LED, Veil of Summer, Galvanic Relay. So I choose to take away the Galvanic Relay and leave him with an unplayable Brainstorm, Veil of Summer, and LED. Okay, now he draw the Lotus Petal, and potentially he can play the Brainstorm. So at the end of the turn, I entomb. He has 4 cards in his hand, not 3 cards. Yeah. Yes, I choose to take the Archon because he only had 4 cards in his hand, so I want to reduce his cards in the hand and reduce the possibility for him to win. So I reanimate the Archon. He brainstorms in response, try to find a solution. Or at least discard something maybe less useful. So he's thinking. So he puts back 2 cards. And in response, Veil of Summer. So he cannot be target this turn. So Archon, the trigger of Archon doesn't work. So Chrome Mox, Imprinting Brainstorm, Lotus Petal, Lion's Eye Diamond. So 3 spell in this turn. 3 spell, I'm checking the graveyard. He only has a Gamble, Galvanic Relay, Brainstorm, Veil of Summer. I have a Force of Will in my hand, so I'm thinking to counter the Lion Ice Diamond. He played Galvanic Relay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 land, another land, Song of Creation, and I think it's a Chrome Mox. So I was quite lucky because he revealed only 1 playable card. So I attack with Archon, deals 9 damage. I draw a card, I get 3 lives. So I play Underground Sea. Yeah, I get the 3 lives for the Archon trigger. So this is not a tournament, so we are not that strict with the with the rules. It's just general play testing. during the weekend in a form of a small Friday Night Magic session. So I play Entomb with taking Atraxa and reanimating it directly. So I'm going to reveal 10 cards from the top of my deck. And I can choose one card for each type and put in my hand. So Force of Will, Ponder, Doughty Voidwalker, Animate Dead, Brainstorm, Troll of Khazad-dûm, Fetch Land, and another Animate Dead. So I take the Ponder, Force of Will, Doughty Voidwalker, Animate Dead, and a Fetch Land. So in my hand I have another Force of Will, if I remember well. So I have, in this case, double protection. And I also have my two big creatures on the battlefield. I think I have discarded a card. No, I have 7 cards. Okay. So in his turn, he tries to play Song of Creation. Or maybe he doesn't have the mana, because he needs 1 blue mana. Okay, he had the Underground Sea. Dark Ritual, discarding Lion Ice Diamond, sacrificing, Force of Will. And he concedes because I have another Force of Will. Also, next turn I swing for 17 damage, so the game was quite over. So thank you for watching my video. So if you like it, please subscribe to the channel and put a like at the video. Thank you for watching and bye.